That'll be a 5-second call. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie, and Andre Iguodala, he's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Lauri Markkanen is out there with Weissman. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Siakam inside. He's guarded by Markkanen. Siakam, that's good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
He gets it in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
Here's Walker. Siakam trying to free himself up. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Knicks. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Markkanen kicks to Mitchell. And the shot is long. The Knicks leading by 8. Walker the pass to Jay. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. 16 points for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Mitchell against Walker. Three-pointer, Markkanen. It's rebounded by New York.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pass to Jay. They double him with Wiggins. Tries again. Brooklyn with the rebound. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. All alone. That one good for 2.
There's the athleticism of Wiggins, which is hard to miss. I mean, he's got forward momentum going, able to stop and then pop.
Runs in the pass to Siakam. Here's Jay. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the score. Board. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket for Mitchell.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets, and from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Here's Walker. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Gilgeous-Alexander against Frazier. Guarded by Crawford. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's Crawford on the wing. He's got 9. Mitchell finds Gilgeous-Alexander. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Frazier. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Mitchell. And Cantor pulls it down. And it's Frazier with the ball for the Knicks. Here's White. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Frazier dishes to Cantor. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. To the paint. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Washington comes in for Wiseman. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dinwiddie with the steal. For the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 21. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Mitchell. Count it. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Frazier. It's deflected.
Even though he's not the tallest power forward, Washington does have good bounce and a long reach. Plays bigger than he is.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
you know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Brooklyn with the ball. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Here's Frazier. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Passes it to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
White against Mitchell. That shot off the mark. The Nets with the lead. Crawford, no one around him. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's White missing. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Launches the 3. Jamal Crawford. And that's good. Crawford's got 12 in the game.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Down low, here's Jang. No good there. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. They get the rebound. Washington passes to Mitchell, and he gets it to go. Mitchell's got 41.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
New York calls timeout. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Jamal Crawford. Dinwiddie up top. Brunson covering. Mitchell against Walker. It's good. Mitchell's got 43 points.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Knicks trail by 10. Siakam outside. Here's Jay. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
1:49 left to play here in the third. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Pass to Washington. There's the dish to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Mitchell's got 45 points. Here's Jay. It's not going to go for him. Wiggins with some nice D. The pass to Washington. Now Hayes, defended by Towns. Towns comes with a double team. Here's Washington. Hayes trying to break free. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Siakam.
Well, Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. No one covering. Wiggins has got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice fluid motion off the catch there. I mean, Wiggins becoming a dangerous jump shooter.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Trains the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got 26.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Walker against Dinwiddie. Walker the pass to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well run that time by Walker, a reliable passer in pick and roll sets.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Brooklyn Nets. This has been a remarkable game for him off. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Jay. Towns is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's White, and it's Frazier in at the point. Dinwiddie with the steal. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Knicks with the rebound. And here comes White, leading the fast break. The layup missed. And stolen by Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Wiggins outside. A three-pointer off the mark. And so White will bring it up for New York. And Siakam throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here's Wiseman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Towns. First free throw is good. A different look for New York. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Kobe White. And Gorgie Dang subbed in for Tim Frazier. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Knicks trail by 12. Jay, Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And Jang gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Looking to end his cold spell, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, there's no question the talent is there for Wiggins. It's obvious, but can he take that next leap forward and become a superstar? He may be destined to be a good second star on the team and maybe not the leading guy.
In the corner, it's Jang for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Making the impossible look easy. Wiggins with the great creativity in the air. He typically hangs in the air a little longer than the average bird, though.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Jay, Dinwiddie covering. Jang dishes to Bamba. Oh, what a play! Woo!
When you look at Bamba, he has extraordinary length, and because of that, he's able to finish over most defenders.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his third foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Hayes with it. He's against Chang. And Hayes kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points here in the second half.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
And the dunk by Bamba.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. Inside, Hayes. That free throw good from Hayes. Hayes hits them both. Knicks trail by 16. Here's Jay, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Hayes, bounce pass. That one drops for him. And the Nets lead by 16.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Kicks it out to Siakam. A three-pointer is right on target. Siakam's got 25 points.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shots good by Siakam.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
To the inside, and Hayes throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Jay, the pass to Jang, and finished off by Jang.
Yeah, out of the pick and roll, Jang's size and athleticism makes him an excellent target.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And last season, big man Gorgie Jang with a huge leap in three-point attempts. Had about as many in one season as he had had. In the 6 years prior in his career.
You know, Greg, I always liked his shooting mechanics and touch going back to college. It was just a matter of him extending the range, and now that he knows he can do it, I think he'll continue to do more of it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Markkanen, he's checked in for Hayes. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Dinwiddie. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Baseline jumper, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Mitchell's got 47 points.
And Mitchell is a flat-out scorer of the basketball. He loves doing it in a variety of ways.
Jay, the pass to Towns. And again, it's New York.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Nets leading by 12. Mitchell outside. Feeds to Wiseman. Got a piece of it. Walker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the basket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Again, what an avalanche.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Jay, and the layup falls. Jay's got 6 points in the quarter.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiseman. There's the steal. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Here's Towns. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And so he hits both. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Jay, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Marking in from outside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
On the wing, Mitchell. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Walker looking for an opening. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Walker's got 20 points.
That's an aspect of Walker's game that I like. I mean, his ability to use the dribble drive and score on the move, nice.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater. Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Nets. At one point, they led by 16.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And that one's good. Towns.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Nets leading by 6. And the pass to Mitchell. Here's the teardrop. And the rejection by Towns. Mitchell against Brunson. Good D by Mitchell. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Markkanen from outside. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. New York called for the foul. He's off on the second. Knicks trailed by 7. Here's Walker. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
That is why they give it to Walker. You can trust him to make smart decisions in big spots.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jay. The Nets shooting it brilliantly here lately, 60% from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points here in the second half.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made the big moments.
Drills the three-pointer. Wiggins has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Nets.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And finished off by Wiseman.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That shot off. Towns with the defensive effort. And Siakam throws it down.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W. No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8.
You know, I think opponents have learned it the hard way. I mean, Walker is not a guy you want to put on the foul line. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
There isn't anybody they trust more than Walker down the stretch. He's made so many big shots over the course of his career. Add another one to the list.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Jay, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Here's Jay. Yes!
Yeah, you know, the willingness from Towns to share the ball, just another reason why his guys love playing with him.
And that's an intentional foul. And the first of two, no good, heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Siakam, right side, and he comes up with the deuce.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.